0 5-star recruits and no Shamar Stewart. Is the 2022 recruiting class a letdown? Was signing day for the Miami Hurricanes a total bust? What's going on, Canes fans? Real quick, the intro was just for dramatic effect. I was just trying to reel you in with a little bit of negativity and drama because according to YouTube, those are the most watched videos on my channel, the ones that are about drama and negativity. Who would have guessed? I actually mostly only have good things to say about signing day, especially when you factor in all of the circumstances. So in this video, I'm going to take a few minutes to recap the Miami Hurricanes 2021 signing day, go over everyone that put pen to paper, and then at the very end, I'm going to give my final thoughts about Shamar Stewart. So you're going to want to watch until the very end to hear that. But before we dive in, have I mentioned 20K in 2022? I've actually set a goal to hit 20,000 subscribers in 2022, and we've made a lot of progress. When I started this campaign, we were at roughly 16,500, and I think we're approaching 17,500. So we've hit about 1,000 subs in roughly a month and a half. So that's good news. We're moving forward. We're making progress. So once we hit 20,000 subscribers, I will be doing some huge giveaways. So if you're new here, or maybe you've been on the fence about subscribing, right now is the perfect time to do it so you can officially become part of the family and also possibly win some prizes. So let's recap signing day 2022 for the Miami Hurricanes. Now, Mario Cristobal honestly worked a Christmas miracle in February here when you remember the fact that he's only been here 8 weeks. We kicked off signing day with the number 38 ranked recruiting class in the country, and we ended at 15. We landed not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 top 100 level recruits that were not going to sign with Miami under the previous coaching staff. Now, let's keep it real. Signing day was not perfect for us. We do still have some position groups that need a little bit of help. Most importantly, the linebacker position, in my opinion. But luckily, for now, we can utilize the transfer portal to help us with that. So let's briefly go over each of the recruits that Miami signed yesterday. I'm going to keep this short, sweet, and to the point. But 2 quick disclaimers. It's very likely that I might butcher a handful of these names because it's going to take some time for me to get to know these guys and get familiar with them. And second, I'm really just focusing on the guys that we signed on signing day yesterday because we're all already familiar with the early enrollees and the guys that already signed in the 2022 class. But I'll even recap those towards the end of the video. So first off, Miami signed 3-star offensive lineman Inez Cooper, who is 6'6", 352 pounds. We all know that Mario Cristobal is all about the trenches, and I like this guy's size. One of the biggest surprises from yesterday that I don't think many of us saw coming, I mean, you can let me know if you did, but I sure as heck didn't, was landing 4-star running back Trevante Citizen. He comes in at 6 foot, 217 pounds, and the majority of the Cristobal predictions actually had him going to Florida. And if I'm not mistaken, it might have been all of them. And if it wasn't all of them, I don't think that any of them predicted Miami. I firmly believe that we owe our running backs coach Kevin Smith a big thank you for this one. Just think about it, Canes fans. We already have Don Chaney Jr., Jalen Knighton, Thad Franklin, Cody Brown, and we added the Ole Miss transfer Henry Parrish. Now we pick up Trevante Citizen. Our running back room is stacked. Next up, Miami signed 3-star defensive tackle Ahmad Moten, who comes in at 6'3", 290 pounds. Now, this guy's older brother actually played for the U, and he chose Miami over Oklahoma and Tennessee. And the final signee from yesterday is 3-star offensive tackle Matthew McCoy, who comes in at 6'6", 285 pounds, and he chose us over the Florida Gators. The poor Florida Gators, man. Their recruiting class just continues to tumble. So that's it. 2022 signing day for the Miami Hurricanes. I warned you guys at the beginning that I was actually going to keep this one short and to the point, which is not very typical for a Coach Coop YouTube video. But I just wanted us to be able to get familiar with the names. I probably threw up a picture of the recruit just so we could kind of see who they were. And yes, again, I do believe that overall, all things considered, guys, it was a pretty good day. The 2022 recruiting class ended up being 14 players in total, which ranked 15th nationally and 3rd overall in the ACC. So all things considered, I'm going to continue to say it, I'm not complaining. It was a pretty good day. I honestly believe that after a full season under Mario Cristobal, our 2023 recruiting class should come somewhere inside the top 10, maybe even top 5. This was Mario Cristobal in this 8-week span really kind of flexing his muscles. And I understand that this class might have seemed a little underwhelming for some Canes fans. I'm just throwing it out there. But again, you have to consider that before the early signing period, I think we were like 68 or 70. And then we had kind of, worked our way down to 38, but still, we weren't even in the top 25 until Mario Cristobal came in and got to work. So again, ending at number 15 is an absolute blessing, all things considered. And just a quick recap in case anyone forgot, I'm going to go ahead and read out the full 2022 recruiting class because there are some big ones on this list. And I'm just going to kind of have it scroll through the 24/7 page so that way you can put a name with a picture as a reminder. So for 2022, the 14 players in total, we landed Cyrus Moss, Nigelique Kelly, Jaleel Skinner, Kamari Rogers, Wesley Besaint, Ja'Curry Brown, Trevante Citizen, Chris Graves, Markeith Williams, Isaiah Horton, Jaden Harris, Ahmad Moten, Inez Cooper, and Matthew McCoy. Now, let me know in the comment section how many of those names that I just absolutely butchered. And what I also want to see, more importantly, that one was just a joke. Don't tell me that, right? What I really want to know is who on that list out of the 2022 recruiting class you think will have the most immediate impact. I'm going to come out and pretty confidently say that for me personally, I think that it's going to be defensive end Cyrus Moss, as long as he can fill out his frame a little bit and put on some extra weight. He's a dangerous pass rusher who's very quick, and he will be the tallest guy on the D-line at 6'6". So now to wrap this thing up with my closing thoughts on Shamar Stewart. So as you guys already know, he chose Texas A&M over Miami, but I do truly believe that this was a tough decision for him, and I firmly believe that it still could have gone either way. And if he's telling the truth, he mentioned that he was still somewhat undecided even the day of signing day. And I do actually believe this because there were so many factors that would have him favoring Miami, and he had so many things going for him as to reasons why he would want to go to Texas A&M. But I feel like at the end of the day, his heart was probably in Miami. However, his brain told him to go to Texas A&M. And, possibly the money might have had a little bit of a part as well. I understand that he came out and said it had nothing to do with the money. But you guys also have to understand that that is college football right now. I mean, NIL deals and, dropping the bag. It's where we're at right now. And I'm not going to sit here and be that guy that says, well, we didn't want Shamar Stewart anyways. No, we did want Shamar Stewart. He would have been an amazing pickup for us in the 2022 class. And I would have been really excited if he signed with the Canes. But I'm also going to be that person that comes on this platform and says, I wish him the best. Now, not when we take the field against him at College Station, if he gets to play, because I feel like that one of the biggest appeals to Miami was that he might see the field sooner than he does at Texas A&M, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe we line up and he's on the field at College Station. It could be. But I wish him the best. We don't have to walk in his shoes. He did what he felt was best for him and his family. So it is what it is. Really, what I want to close on saying is, instead of us arguing about guys that we didn't get, let's focus on welcoming these 14 guys that decided to become Miami Hurricanes. Let's welcome them to the family. And you just have to understand that Texas A&M had been building that relationship with Stewart for a long time. And we had a coaching staff change. And just to be honest, a coaching staff that is not completely filled out, because they did ask Stewart about, if Kevin Steele played a part in his decision. And, he said it was too late, basically. We didn't name Steele until closer to signing day. And he even himself said that maybe if this were next year, if Stewart was a part of the 2023 recruiting class, I absolutely think that he would be a Miami Hurricane. We would have probably a better record. We would have a more established coaching staff, and they could have built more on that relationship. So, you win some, you lose some. I think that we have some fantastic guys in this class that are going to, make waves at the University of Miami. And I'm ready to get this thing rolling. Next up is going to be spring ball, and the spring game is actually going to be televised this year. So that's going to be really exciting. We'll hype it up on this channel. We'll do a live hangout. But once again, guys, just answer the question that I asked earlier. Who you think in this class will make the most immediate impact for the Miami Hurricanes? Remember, though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I got to say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out.